Hey guys, got another Q&A video for you. Posted to Instagram and YouTube today. So first question is, what is a novel everyone should read? Now this is a question I could be a big nerd about. I love reading novels. I think that all stories reflect the great story, and we would benefit a lot from reading um, stories of redemption and even stories of great sin. I think that kind of shows us the sin nature that all humans have. But one novel that I in particular think that everybody should read is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. A lot of you might have read this for school. It's probably either my favorite book or one of my favorite books. I've read it dozens of times. It's about a young man who gets kicked out of prep school and then goes back home to New York City, where he kind of lays low so he doesn't have to tell his parents, and he encounters many different people in his life. And I won't spoil it, but it's a story that wrestles with themes of adolescence and growing up and engaging in the world as somebody who's innocent. It's just a really, really good book. It deals with themes of grace and forgiveness and grief and mental illness, all things that I think that we deal with as a society. So I definitely recommend anybody read The Catcher in the Rye. Next question, and this question kind of leads into the next question. What is the purpose of philosophy in theology? So this is an important question because the majority of philosophy and philosophical studies you're going to encounter are non-Christian. So how can we utilize philosophy to help us be better Christians who love and serve God with our minds? So I think philosophy is very important to theology. There's a lot of things that early church fathers have, things that we take for granted, like the understanding of the Trinity or the two natures of Christ. These things are viewed through a philosophical lens. So to say that you don't think philosophically is not true. Everybody uses philosophy whether they know it or not. Logic is philosophy. I think that's a very important thing to look at when studying theology. But the purpose of it is just to help us understand things like our nature, personhood, how God works within time. There's a lot of things that philosophy kind of adds to our theological study, and it's very important to understand. And if you choose to not, you will probably be fooled by it. It's something that we should be very aware of. And the next question, which I think is a philosophical question, in Romans 8:9, what does it mean that the Holy Spirit is in us? Literally, is that literally, or is that figurative language? So I would say that is literally. The Holy Spirit literally dwells within us in our hearts, and that's philosophical understanding. Our heart, our heart is a muscle. It pumps blood throughout our body. So how can the eternal God of the universe live within some muscle? So the heart, the understanding of the human heart as more than just the muscle that pumps blood to the rest of our body, is a philosophical understanding. And the Bible speaks to him giving us direction and being with us, and I think that is a literal way of looking at it. So thanks guys, keep sending me your questions, and I'll see you guys soon on Sunday.